Hello, hello, happy Friday, good morning. How was that keynote from Jenny Freshwater in that panel? Was it good? Yeah, let's give them some love. Let's show those creators some love. Takes a lot to get up here on the stage. I'm so excited to be here with you all. I mean, the best dressed people in all of Los Angeles? I think so. Well, it's really amazing to hear from that panel about all the places that the Amazon Influencer Program can take you. And we're going to talk about that even more on this next panel called From Brand to Business Beyond Social. My name is Janelle Burgess. I am the head of merchandising and talent for The Drop. Hopefully you all are familiar with The Drop. I know. I'm wearing The Drop today, one of our influencers' collections, so super excited about that. Now, for those who don't know, The Drop presents limited edition fashion collections designed by influencers, creators, and designers, some of whom are here today, some of whom I'm currently stalking and hoping to work with in the future. So when you see me, come say hi, please. I'd love to meet you. Today's panel, I am joined by a few of my favorites, Sign Blake and JC Dupree, both of whom have had their own Drop collections, multiple collections. And then also, Summer Friday's co-founder, Mariana Hewitt. Come on up. And look at Blake and her drop. Hi, you all. Welcome. Would you all mind introducing yourselves to the creators out there?
Sure, I'll start. Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Blake. I am a Chicago-based attorney and content creator. I've been working with Amazon for a couple of years now. I'm so excited to be here and share with you guys today, so thank you all for being here.
Hi, everybody. I'm JC Dupree. I started my blog back in 2011. Been a partner with Amazon for many, many years. Recently published a book, which I think some of you are getting. And we're launching a new women's clothing brand December 1st called Wyeth, which I'm really excited about too.
Hi, I'm Mariana Hewitt. I, like JC, have been blogging, influencing for a long time, since 2012. I am the host of the Life with Mariana podcast, and I'm also co-founder of Summer Fridays, a skincare brand that is available on Amazon.
Oh, thank you all, and I continue to be so impressed by each one of you. So this panel is about taking your influence beyond social media. Like a lot of the creators that are out here, you have all done that in the last few years. There are so many opportunities at your fingertips to expand your personal brand and to create something that is just unique and long-lasting. JC, I'd love to hear from you first. You've been a long-time Amazon influencer since 2017. How did you get started, and when did you realize that this could really be something big?
I think I got started, honestly, just by posting a lot of links to Amazon and then just slowly building the relationship through my management company. I think I really discovered that it could be something big, the blog, social media, everything that I was pursuing, when I started to actually get paid to do it. And it wasn't like a ton right away, right? I was just like, I'm putting kind of a lot of effort into this, but imagine if I really, really went for it and put 100% of my time, energy, and resources into it. And then I started to really invest more into myself. And I don't even just mean financially invest, which you do need to do, but also with my time, as an investment. So I quit my job, my full-time job, and slowly started to just, every paycheck I would get, I would just keep reinvesting into the brand and into the business.
That is so important. So important. Mariana, we love your beauty brand, Summer Fridays. I'm currently stalking her. It's so embarrassing. And we are so lucky that it's available on our Amazon store. And if you guys, sure you all know this, if you have Prime, you can get it in 2 days, So as someone who's worked on both sides of this business, as a creator and now owning a business and working with content creators, can you share how your experience as a creator helped guide your decisions for your business?
Yeah, so I am all about data, and I'm sure you guys are too. And so at the time, I was posting and sharing so many links online, and I was seeing like what was getting the most clicks, what was getting the most sell-through. And I saw that my audience really wanted beauty from me. And then from there, I could see, okay, what types of products are they buying the most of? What price point? Is there a certain thing that they're liking the most from me? And so one of the first products that I had to go viral with an Amazon link was a jade roller, and it was years ago. And this video went viral. It's still one of my top-selling products.
I bought one.
And it's like my picture ended up being on everyone's like Amazon product on their page. So I saw with like, okay, people really like skincare from me. This is something I'm passionate about. So all of that data at the time helped me form the business because it was all of this free information that I had that I knew my audience would resonate with. And so we took that and created the brand. We started working on Summer Fridays in 2016 and we launched it in 2018.
Great. Now, can you share a little bit about how you collaborate with other creators?
Yeah, so we are a brand that works with influencers in a paid capacity, but we are still an indie and a new brand, so we have a very limited budget. So when you're pitching yourselves to us, showing us, look, this is how many link clicks we have, this is how many sales went through, this is all the organic love I'm sharing with you about Summer Fridays, it's really helpful for us that when we are working with brands, we know that it's already resonating with your audience. So if you are linking it on your Amazon storefront and you're pitching yourselves to Summer Fridays, be sure to send over all of that data to us, because you're like, thousands of people have clicked on Jet Lag Mask. Like, people love this product from us, so you can actually show that data, because as an indie brand, it's less of a risk for us because we know your audience is already interested in that. So save all of that information when you're pitching yourselves, and that really goes for any brand that you want to work with. All of that information is so invaluable, so I'm always saving all of my link clicks and everything so that when I'm pitching myself to a brand that I love, we have all of that information to share with them.
That is so helpful. Let's go a little bit deeper into how you built Summer Fridays. Can you talk to us about that process, and how did you even know where to get started?
Google is your best resource. So if you don't know how to like figure out anything, I can really Google anything. So at the beginning, we just knew we wanted to make skincare. So we were Googling like skincare manufacturers. We were cold calling places, and they were like, who are these girls? Like, they wouldn't take us seriously. And finally, we did, get connected with someone who took us seriously. And so we started creating the brand. It took us 2 full years to work on the formulation, the branding, packaging, and then eventually launching the company. But it was such a rewarding process. And so if you guys are thinking about starting a brand, like, there is never a good time to start. There will never, everything will never be perfect. So just begin, and you will be so surprised a year later where you will end up. And so now here we are, like 13 products later, and almost 5 years in.
Wow, now I think that's clap-worthy. Yeah, that's amazing. Well done. So why did you decide to move to an Amazon online store, and talk a little bit about how Amazon has helped unlock some of the possibilities for you?
Well, I know I have the Amazon app on my phone, and if I need to buy anything every day, it's the first place that I personally go. So I want to be available in the places that I'm shopping. And I love TikTok. I'm on TikTok every single day. And when I see a viral product, I see someone's storefront, I see somebody sharing something, I open up my Amazon app and I search for it there first. And so I'm always discovering products on there. And I love that if you are a new or indie brand, you can sell your products on there too. It's not like a typical retailer where it's like as difficult to get in. You can really manage it being a smaller brand. And so for us, we still have a very small team, and it's a way for us to manage this and get the product out to so many people. And if it's where I'm shopping, I want to have our products available there. And so I love it, and I love discovering new brands. And because I can search for hydrating face mask, pimple patch, jade roller, whatever the type of product it is, it's so great for discoverability as well. So I can find all different types of products on there. And so we love being available on there. And we have products under $50. If you guys have like curated shops of like beauty products under $50 or gift guides, feel free to include Summer Fridays.
That's good, and that's a great tip, to go where your customers are. I think that's really one that folks should kind of take away from today. Now, Blake, when we talk about unlocking possibilities, you always come to mind. Many may not know this out there, but you can read this in your event guide, that Blake is a Chicago-based attorney and a lifestyle creator. I mean, it's not enough just to get a law degree. Then you got to kill the internet too, You've had 4.5 really successful drops. I know Blake very well, and we've been working together for quite a bit. Talk to us a little bit about how you've used the Amazon Influencer Program to scale your business, and talk about what it's like to design a collection with the drop. I think I've been approached by a few people already this morning interested in learning about it. So share a little bit
Sure.
with us. Great.
So the fact that I had drops and that I am sitting on this stage is a testament to shooting your shot. I got my first drop simply by DMing the Amazon The Drop page. I saw someone else's collection going live, and I was like, hey, me next. And they said, sure, email me. And I honestly thought, like, okay, I'm gonna email them and they're gonna tell me they'll think about it and, you know, it'll be that whole game. And by the end of the next day, I had a contract in my inbox. So it really, thank you. It really is a testament to believing in yourself, but also in the vision of the Amazon The Drop team and how much they do want to work with and collaborate with influencers. I came to this process expecting to kind of be the small fish in the process. It's Amazon, they're a huge brand, and I thought that they would be making most of the decisions and that I wouldn't have a lot of say-so, and that's not the case at all. The process is very collaborative, but it is also my collection. Like, I get to say what I like and what colors I want to use and what silhouettes and all of those things. So it's a very empowering process, and the collection that launches in the end is actually your brainchild, and it's a beautiful process, and that's why I've done so many. We're 4 in and no end in sight.
No end in sight. More. And this panel is really about these ladies up here, but I have to tell you, one of the things that really encourages me every day, the reason I throw the covers off the bed in the morning and jump down to my desk, is because we are really helping to turn creators into business owners, into entrepreneurs, and that for me is so exciting. So I'm really excited to be here and to have you all share your successes with everyone in this room. Blake, let's talk a little bit about engagement. And that is so important as a creator. I think you do it very, very well. You are so close to your followers, your cousins.
Yes, yes.
Let's talk a little bit about how important it is to build community with your followers and how that's translated into your brand outside of social media.
Absolutely. I started blogging 14 years ago. I am really dating myself with that. But I started blogging at a time in my personal life where I was really struggling with my sense of self and my sense of self-worth and self-esteem. And I was lucky that I found a community of like-minded women who I always say held me up until I could walk on my own. And so for me, that's why I continue to do what I do. Sorry, I am not going to cry. But that is why I refer to my community as my cousins. I grew up in foster care, and I really view the women who follow me as family, and I treat it as such. Even in a professional capacity, every partnership I take, every product I promote, I do it with the lens of this is my family, and I want to make sure that it's something I truly believe in and that I would be proud to stand behind in both morally, ethically, whatever. And so that's why I think my engagement is what it is, because I do treat this community like family, and they show up for me in my partnerships because they see me as their family. So to me, it's like I'm not an influencer, I'm their cousin, and they want to support me, and my drops do really well because it's like, we showed Amazon what we can do, let's do even better next time. And I am incredibly appreciative of that, and I've always feel indebted to my community, and I create content from that lens.
And that is so important. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, when we say from brand to business beyond social, each of you has shattered glass ceilings. We've moved from just fashion or beauty to creating podcasts and beauty brands. And then I'm just going to take a moment and say even books, JC, who is now an Amazon best-selling author. How about that? That's incredible, right? So your book, Liking Myself Back, An Influencer's Journey from Self-Doubt to Self-Acceptance, was published earlier this year. I think you all got one in your tote bag, so be sure to take a read there. What was the journey like going from blogger to author?
It was hard. That's all. I'm just kidding. The end. It was very challenging. You know, my incredible manager, Hillary, who's sitting here wearing my old drop collection, thanks Hillary, knew that this was something that I wanted to do very early on in us working together. And to be completely frank and honest, it was one of those things I like wrote down on a piece of paper, like on my bucket list, which is in the book, I write about it. And I'm like, these are the things I want to do. And I didn't really know what work went into publishing a book. It's a lot. Not only, you know, the time and the commitment and the logistics and everything, but also the emotional toll that it takes on a person to write. My book specifically is a very personal story. You know, it's not a coffee table book of pictures. There's pictures in there, but it's very personal. It kind of goes through my journey as working in this space and putting yourself out there and exposing your life on social media. We're very open, Grant and I, and our kids on social media. We like to really connect with our readers and our followers as well on a personal level. So that comes with its own learning curves along the way and knowing, you know, where to draw the boundary. And so going back through and walking back through all the footsteps of the last 10 years and kind of purging it was quite emotional at times, but now that it's done, I feel like I've given birth to a new baby and I feel so much lighter in a weird way. And I'm really happy it's out there because I think it's so important to share the raw truth behind the lens and filtered photos of Instagram of what's really going on behind the scenes, because it's not all Dior bags and Fashion Week shows.
Yeah, very true, very true. And now you have an even more exciting announcement.
More store.
Yes, can you tell us more about your new role as co-founder and creative director of Wyeth?
Yes, I'm really excited. We're launching a new women's clothing brand and store December 1st called Wyeth. Andrew Wyeth is an American painter, and he's often been quoted saying, "I paint my life." And that's kind of how I've always felt with social media and as a fashion blogger, if you will. I share my life. You know, that is what I do. And this was something that was always something that we always really, really wanted to do, Grant and I. We wanted to kind of bring it back home. We've always dreamed of having a store in Los Angeles. And to be completely honest, and not to be super cheesy, but I really do believe that Amazon has given me the tools that I need to be a creative director for this new brand that we're launching. Studying the data and the analytics, knowing your audience and what that they're interested in, designing the drop collections. I'm in these design meetings at Wyeth, and you guys, sometimes I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank God I did those drop collections, because I'm not a designer, but I kind of am, because they gave me the reins once upon a time. So working with Amazon all of these years has really opened up the door for these amazing opportunities that I'm working on now.
Good, and we are so happy to be a part of your journey. Mariana, let's talk a little bit about how you've managed outside your social media channels and starting this podcast, Life with Mariana, which is the #1 fashion and beauty podcast. Congratulations on that one. I mean, just surrounded by winners. I love it. What made you want to do a podcast, and what advice do you have for other creators who are thinking of launching their own podcast?
So during the pandemic, I found myself with more free time than usual. Even though there wasn't a ton of free time, there was more free time. And I was going for walks, I was doing things, and I wanted to do something in my time that I felt like was giving back to me. I was learning something, I was being inspired, and so I spent a lot of time listening to other people's podcasts. And I found that when I was listening to a lot of episodes, they didn't quite resonate with me. They were founders that maybe their companies were so large, their stories weren't helpful for me. Or I wanted to learn from my fellow influencers and creators of how can I improve my business? And I thought, I have such an amazing network of friends and peers. Why don't I talk to my own friends and give them knowledge of, what's it like starting a business if you are an influencer? What's it like to be a working influencer, and how do you create content? Where are you making income? What affiliate links are you using? How can we make income outside of sponsored content? And so I have this passion for sharing the things that I love and know with an audience and my friends and my listeners, because I want everyone to feel they're most fulfilled in their life. So I created the podcast so that they could learn more, to feel inspired or motivated. And so we've had so many great episodes and founders and influencers. I think one of the top influencer episodes is Matilda Jerf, and I love her content. And I had to ask her, how do you take your pictures? How do you edit? What do you do? There was other brand founders that I admire so much, like Jen Atkin and Way. Way is also available on Amazon. And so if you guys want to listen to those episodes, they're really great. It's like the most fulfilling thing I do because it's a little bit different than what I can post on Instagram. It's a deeper dive into career, and you can listen to it on your ride to work. You can listen to it while you're working out, while you're getting ready. And so I feel like it's something valuable that can help you in a way more than just an Instagram post.
I love how you have all explored different avenues. That's really, really exciting. And I think we're going to wrap up in a little bit. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to just share a little bit about the drop and give you all a few pointers, if that's okay, if anyone's interested. First of all, you guys are here today, so you're in the right place to begin your journey. This summit has so many opportunities for you to connect with brands, so please take advantage of that. When it comes to picking talent for the drop, that's one of the things we're looking at. Who are you already working with? What's your engagement like with your audience? What's your fashion point of view? It doesn't have to be Blake's point of view or JC's point of view or Mariana's point of view on beauty. This is yours. It belongs to you. You own that. You own that messaging. You own that content. And that's one of the things that we're looking at, is to hear and see your unique voice and your perspective. I think before we go, I hope that you all have learned something today, and I also want to thank my panelists so much for being open and sharing their journey and sharing their stories with us. And I hope you all enjoyed day 2 of the Amazon Creator Summit. So thank you so much. Thank you all.